Welcome to Wisdom Channel. I'm Samir, Assistant Lecturer, Isbat University. Today we are here to discuss on the very interesting topic. Yes, it's a web scraping using Python. So in this session I'm going to deliberate a web scraping and its uses, whether it is legal or not. And then I'm going to show you the implementation using Python. Now let's begin asking some questions. What is web scraping? Web scraping is an automated method used to extract large amount of data from websites, and the data on the websites are unstructured. So web scraping helps to collect these unstructured data and store them in the structured form. And there are different ways to scrap websites such as online services, APIs, or writing your own code. Next, why is web scraping used? Web scraping is used to collect large information from websites. And why does someone have to collect such large amount of information from the websites? To know about this, let's look at the applications of web scraping. Price comparison. Services such as Parse Web use web scraping to collect data from online shopping websites and use it to compare the prices of the products. Email address gathering. Many companies that use email as a media for marketing use web scraping to collect email ID and then send the bulk emails. Social media scraping. Web scraping is used to collect data from social media websites such as Twitter to find out what's trending. Research and development. Web scraping is used to collect a large set of data, statics, general information, temperature, from the websites which are analyzed and used to carry out surveys or for R&D. Job listings. Details regarding job openings, interviews are collected from different websites and then listed in one place so that it is easily accessible to the user. Is web scraping legal? Talking about whether web scraping is legal or not. Some websites allow web scraping and some don't. To know whether a website allows web scraping or not, you can look at the website's robots.txt file. You can find out this file by appending the website name /robots.txt to the URL that you want to scrap. For example, I'm going to scrap Joomla website. So to see the robots.txt file, I can have the URL www.joomla.uz/robots.txt and it will show the information whether the websites allows to scrap or not. Why is Python good for web scraping? And here are the list of features which makes it more suitable for web scraping. Ease of use. Python is simple to code. You do not have to add semicolons or curly braces anywhere. This makes it less messy and very easy to use. Large collection of libraries. Python has a huge collection of libraries such as NumPy, Beautiful Soup, Pandas, etc., which provides some methods and services for various purposes. Hence, it is suitable for web scraping and for further manipulation of extracted data. Next feature is dynamically typed. In Python, you don't have to define data types for variables. You can directly use the variables whenever required, and this makes the time and makes your job faster. Next feature is easily understandable syntax. Python syntax is easily understandable mainly because reading a Python code is very similar to reading a statement in English, and it is expressive and easily readable, and the indentation used in Python also helps the user to differentiate between scope in the code. Next feature, small code and large task. Web scraping is used to save time. But what's the use if you spend more time writing the code? Well, you don't have to. In Python, you can write small codes to do large tasks. Hence, you save time even while writing the code. The next feature is community. What if you get stuck while writing the code? You don't have to worry about. Python community has one of the biggest and the most active communities where you can seek help from. How do you scrap data from a website? Now, when you run the code for web scraping, a request is sent to the URL that you have mentioned. As a response to the request, the server sends the data and allows you to read the HTML or XML page. The code then parses the HTML or the XML page, finds the data and extracts it. To extract the data using web scraping with Python, you need to follow these basic steps. The first step is to find the URL that you want to scrap. The next step is inspecting the page. The next third step would be find the data that you want to extract. The next fourth step is write the code. Fifth step, run the code and extract the data. And the last step, the sixth step would be store the data in the required format. Libraries used for web scraping. As we know, Python has various applications and there are different libraries for various purposes. In our further today's demonstration, we'll be using the following libraries, which is Beautiful Soap. A Beautiful Soap is a Python package for parsing HTML and XML documents. It creates parse trees that is helpful to extract the data easily. Next library is Pandas. The Pandas is a library used for data manipulation and analysis. It is used to extract the data and store in a desired format. So these are the two libraries that will be used in today's demonstration. Now, let us see how to implement web scraping using Python and extract the data from the Joomla website.
So it's now time to implement the web scraping using Python on Joomla website. So now this is Joomla website where we are going to implement the web scraping, but before implementing we should check whether it allows the web scraping or not. So we'll click on the joomla.ug/robots.txt and now you can see web scraping is permitted. So it says if the user agent is clearly identified it as a bot and the bot owner is using less than 200 requests per minute, will be in that user. So we'll go to Joomla, right click, go to inspect, network. So now we'll type mobile / phones. So we are looking for mobile phones. So in the network you can see, we'll scroll up and we can see there is query, the first one, $Q is equal to mobile plus phones, mobile space phones. So in that you can see the output. If you see the preview, that means you have selected the correct one. So just verify that's the query. Then right click, copy as CURL CMD. Now we'll go to website curl.trillworks.com where I can convert the curl command to the Python request. Here I am going to paste the copied command, whatever I have copied, and you can see the Python request has generated. So now I am using the Jupyter new Python. I'm just going to copy this Python request and paste it here. Okay. Now though I told you we will be using some libraries, so here I am going to use the libraries Beautiful Soap. So I'll use from bs4 import Beautiful Soap. That is a library I am going to use it here. So I'm just going to run this command. I'll check these are the headers and the params. Okay, done. Now I have to verify whether the response is under 200 or not. Response run, of course it's under 200. You can see that was as per the website. Now we'll start web scraping. So now I'll use soap as a variable is equal to beautiful soap, then response dot text. And what that beautiful soap do, it's the HTML parser. It's HTML and XML parser, so it just parses the document. Okay, done. So now we'll use soap. Okay, you can see the document is parsed and we can see the HTML file. Okay, now we'll come to the Joomla website, and here we just need to go to the element of, so let's say this is a one of the mobile phone that we looked for. Right click, we're going to inspect element, and now we'll look for the class that is for this mobile. So we'll just look at the class that this mobile covers, the whole including the image. Okay, you can see if I select that class, the whole image is selected, the whole, even the phone title and price. So I'll use main box is equal to soap dot find underscore all, and you can see that class is under article. So I'll use article, you can see it's under article tag. So article tag comma and then the name of the class, class colon, and then the name of the class. I can copy this class of article, this, paste it here, and I'm going to run. So now I can find out the length. Find all means it will find all the objects, all the list of that. So let me find out the length. Okay, 40 items. That means it contains 40 mobile phones. In that prd underscore fb call cprd class, that particular class which we have used in the article tag. So box is equal to main box, and we start with 0, the first argument. Okay, now okay, you can see now it's showing from that class, it shows all the items, all the list of all the 40 items including their price and everything. So now we can filter out all the name of the mobile phones and the price. So I'm using the data list I'm using for loop for box in main box, that is the object name, colon temp underscore dict. I'll create the dictionary. Let's say we can name it as temp underscore dict. Let's say one of the item we can have as a title of the phone. Okay, is equal to box dot find. Now we'll look for the which element is it using and what is the class. So you can see it's under info. Okay, it's under h3. You can see the element is h3, and that, and another is price is prc. Element is h3 and name of the element is h3 and the class is name. So I'll use here okay, the name h3, the element name, the tag is h3, and then the class name is class colon, the name of the class is name. Okay, the same thing I have to do it for price. Oh sorry, text dot strip. I'm just going to strip it. That's a text element. Okay, now same thing I have to do for price as well. So I'll just copy this and paste for price. So I'll just delete the title and put for price. Okay, but now what is the price tag? I think the price tag is, you can say, okay, it's a div. So, and the class name is prc. So instead of h3, the element is div, and the class, I told you, it's a prc. Then data list dot append, so it will add all the items, all the 40, it will just add all the 40 items from the temp dictionary. We execute. Oh, okay, I think by mistake, instead of the curly braces, I put the square bracket, so I have to change it in the data list. So I'll just, the class are all, this is fine, so I'll just change this to the curly braces. It should be, suppose data dictionary should be the curly braces. Now it is fine. Okay, so now we have to make it in a format. So the format is under pandas, so we'll import the pandas in a short form. We use as a pd. So we have imported the pandas library, that is for formatting the data formatting. So we are using the variable df, which is equal to pd, the pandas library dot data frame. We need to format the, what is the name of the data list, data underscore list. So we'll just format them. Okay, now we can print the output df, that's a data frame. And now you can see the price and the title, and the heading is price and the title, and you can see it's contain 40 items up to 39, which starts 30 up to 39 but starts from 0. That means total how many? 40 items, which showed the length is 40. That means we received all the 40 items, all the 40 title and the price from that page. So that is all. We are getting the data, structured data from a website. That is called as a web scraping. We are scraping, we are gathering the data, what we need actually. Now even we can import this information into any different format. So I'm just trying to import in a CSV file, df.to underscore CSV, and the file name we can give the products.csv. Then do you want the indexing? So index comma index is equal to, I don't want index, is equal to false, false. Then I'll put the encoding is UTF-8 for English. So encoding UTF-8, and that's all. I'm just going to, the file name is product.csv, run. Okay, now the file, all this data 40 items is exported into the file products.csv. So it is under your username. I look for products.csv, yes, and you can see all the items is exported, all the 40 items exported into the CSV file, price and title. You can see all the 40 items we have, and the title and the heading is price and the next heading is title. So that is all about data structure, gathering the data from the website. That is all about the web scraping, getting the informations. So web scraping, gathering the information, you can have a price comparison, you can have everything. So that is all about web scraping using Python on a Joomla website. Hope you like it. It's a very interesting topic. Thank you for watching.